can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great.
You're a pussy, you fucking faggot. Come say it to my face, you DoorDash driving $10,000 a year fucking pussy. You know what's real funny? You can't even afford a PS5, pussy. Say it to my face. You won't. You're a fucking pussy. You're a fucking pussy. You can make 900 accounts to still watch me. You're obsessed, you fucking pussy. Who's going to fucking play Madden? Our last 10 games are recorded. You lost every one. I can make you look stupid anytime I want, you fucking pussy. Give your daughter some more alcohol at 8 o'clock in the morning. You fucking pussy. Yeah, everyone makes fun of you, dude. Everybody. You're fucking 50 years old and live in a fucking basement, you fucking pussy. You literally came right in here initially to show how much of a pussy you are. Come find me and say it to my face, you fucking pussy. Fucking end you in 5 seconds. I'll post every loss you had with every 99 overall team like the pussy you are. He plays on a PS4.
Back to throw, it's Chrome and Hope. They've got the screen set up. Oh, what a move. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offense.
You can't get a woman because he makes $5,000 a year.
And that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found.
You can't afford this game, dude. You can't afford this game, you fucking pussy.
And when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
He can't even afford this game. That's what's funny.
Plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened them up with a run. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Tuafili. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great
Raina, give me a beer, you dumb whore.
Getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll test the right side. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. That's the 20. He's got space. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for them.
You need help on that rent, you dickhead? Fucking loser.
The corners are walked up tight. On the move, it's Holmes. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on second down. Scrambling away. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Holmes. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on first down.
Fast motion from the offense. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Noles.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Larry Guerrero plays on a PS4. He can't do shit in his life. He's a fucking loser.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Larry, what's it like that you can't take care of a child or get a woman or get a regular job? You have to steal from the Salvation Army. Lives in the fucking ghetto. Oh, God.
The give to the left. Runs through the tackle. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you.
This guy's such a fucking loser. He's a fucking loser.
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree.
Hey Larry, what's it like what's it like being a pussy your whole life?
At the Outback Bowl my senior year.
You can't afford a PS5 at 50 years old?
From Outback. It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Tackled, but he has a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
Hey Larry, want to go get haircuts next week? Oh wait.
On the jet sweep. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the
He literally lives in a studio apartment. He can't even afford it either. He can't afford a studio apartment. He can't afford a studio apartment in Ohio for $500 a month rent.
Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll move the chains.
My buddy who's 19 years old makes more money than you. Oh shit, my dorm room was bigger than his apartment. Oh fuck, what a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser.
On first and 10 from the 47. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Etienne. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Oh, he stopped talking, that little pussy. He stopped talking. His floor plan is my bathroom, literally the size of my fucking bathroom. He's 49 years old and only has a PS4 because he glitches people out in a fucking video game. What a success story, let me tell you. What a success story, I tell you. Woo! What a success story. My bathroom is as big as this whole fucking apartment.
Wide receiver coming across in motion.
He probably does have to pay child support, fucking idiot.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown.
He can't even afford child support. He literally can't even afford child support. I have a picture of his kitchen. It's a microwave with some peanuts and ramen.
The passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Florida State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He fires it out to the right. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Etienne. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Looking to throw on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Lovett. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on second down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the double. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. The give to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet.
Looking for a deep man. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Quarterback checking off. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it down the middle. Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Holmes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it forward.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Etienne. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up with the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball...
Open runway ahead. The 10. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Well, the defense, they're going to have to be physical here. They're down. It's late in the 4th, under 2 minutes to go. You've got to get stops. This is where you need to be at your most physical point that you've been in this game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.